こんにちは。私は日本から来ました。
你好，我来自中国福建。
Hi, I'm from the United States.
السلام عليكم أنا من سوريا Hi, nice meeting you.
Fantastic. I'm Das Didi. You might know me as the Indian guy who hosts some Chinese shows.
你的歌词背好了吗？
Of course not.
And sometimes in Bahasa Melayu too.
Because saya selalu guna rubber band untuk like pack makanan makan saja. Ya, saya tidak guna rubber band untuk exercise. 我不会看
Speaking a language that is not my own has been my fastest way to connect with people.
What is stopping you from creating English content?
I think it's the fear to speak English in front of the public.
This is public.
I mean, I just not very confident.
China-born content creator Jiang Wanni spent over half her life in Singapore, but English remains a challenge.
I don't dare to talk to them. People will laugh at my accent.
Why hasn't it gotten easier?
So today Wanni has invited me to go on a leisurely bike ride with her, and this is a far cry from what I consider leisure. However, she's going to take me to a place in Singapore that I've never been to, and I'm looking forward to that.
Hi, Das.
Hi!
I'm going to do a vlogging today, and we are going to cycle there. Are you okay?
Sure, I'll do anything for exposure, but the cycling part I'm a bit concerned.
Hello， 大家好。今天呢，我要带了一位新朋友 Das。
Hello!
我们今天会骑车从马斯林去到 Kranji Marshes， 然后这个距离呢大概有11公里。你准备好了吗？
我觉得我们可以带车过去吗？
这是一个 challenge。
OK， 我接受这个挑战。OK，
好
来，
我们准备走。
OK， 好。A bit, but I enjoyed most of it.
OK， 我们已经到了。
哇，很美很美啊！如果你没有带我来这边的话，我觉得我永远不会有这个经验。
你知道这个地方它最出名的是什么吗？
不懂。
啊，这个最出名的地方就是它可以看到很多不同的鸟类。
嗯，
因为这个高度是刚好在树冠的高度，
对呀
所以你从这个角度你可以看到不同的鸟停留在这个树上面。
嗯，
而且你可以看到很远的地方，然后周围都看不到房子。
哦，对，政府组都看不到。
是，我们现在结束啦，拜拜，
拜拜，
再见。
So how do you come to know about this place?
So I like to explore different parts of Singapore, and I already did some exploration, like for example the hiking place, MacRitchie, and all that. That is more common. Then we found this place on the Google Map. Yeah.
That's very impressive because even though as a Singaporean, I have not been to this place, and you know so many hidden places in Singapore, even better than a Singaporean. So out of curiosity, can I ask you, what is your residency status at this moment?
I'm a PR now.
Have you ever considered to apply for citizenship?
I feel like PR and citizen, it doesn't make a lot of difference to me. At least when I find the job here, it doesn't make any difference also. Yeah.
Have you met other people who are interested in exploring Singapore like yourself?
Yeah, I have another cycling group that loves to explore nature. I can introduce them to you.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So this is Taishi.
Hello.
This is Jason.
So how did you all meet each other?
When I first noticed her, right, actually it's not through cycling. It's through YouTube. When I browse cycling in Singapore, so happened to see her promoting her cycling in Singapore as a foreigner.
We went on another trip overseas to Cambodia, and that's when I bonded with her.
He shared with me the hidden trails he hiked in Singapore, but I also shared mine.
We have a common interest, so that really break the ice.
What was your first impression of her?
I didn't really think that she was a foreigner too. Until I talked to her, then the Chinese a bit a bit stronger. Then I realized
yeah, not the Singapore
not the
Chinese
Singapore
lah.
standard Chinese. So
Yeah. Impression of her, she doesn't look foreign to me lah. To be honest lah, you know, when we had the first conversations lah, yeah, I feel she's pretty much very in Singapore already lah. Not like still very new to here that kind of thing. Yeah, she knows pretty much well also. The culture lah, actually our culture.
Taisi and Jason are from one out of 3 cycling groups that Wanni is active in. While most of her friends from her sporting circles are Singaporean, she's also part of a WeChat group for Chinese immigrants, and that's where she met her husband. Hi.
Hey, hi, Das. Today we are going to climb bouldering, and my husband on the wall. Is this your first time climbing?
This is my second time. There's a reason why I did it once and I didn't want to do it again.
Okay. You can try today.
Again, yes. Maybe with you it'll be better. Mission accomplished. Yay! 2 hands. Alright, you did it. So how was that?
Tiring.
Yeah, it's easy to look at it and you know see the route,
Yeah, but actual climbing is very hard.
but yeah. Is this how you all first met through bouldering? or-
We met during like cycling. We both have common interests. Then later on, we went out together for running, for hiking, and also climbing. So climbing is one of the activities we have done when we first met.
Do you all feel that it was easier to connect because you are both from China?
Definitely.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we speak the same language. We have no language barrier, and our background are the same. Then we grew up in China, and then we came here to study and work.
Do you all come from different provinces?
Yeah, different, very different. So I came from Fujian, and then he's from Dongbei. So it's
Okay.
like one end to the other end. But we met here in Singapore.
Oh. So how long have you all been married already?
9 years. 9 years.
Married for 9 years?
Yeah, 9 years.
Have you ever thought of going back to China and settling down?
We never think about
Yeah,
this.
when we never think.
We will still want to stay in Singapore and settle down in Singapore. That's why we buy a house in Singapore.
After you all got married, how long did it take you all to buy a house?
Right after the marriage, we bought our house.
Was it resale or was it a BTO?
It was a resale house. If we buy a BTO, right, we ballot for BTO, then we need to wait for 3 to 5 years to live in. But at that time, we still like rented a house, and then we
okay.
can't wait for like 3 to 5 years.
So how did you feel when you finally moved into the house with her?
The first image come to me is I no need to pay the rental.
And for me, I feel finally I have my own house, and I feel a sense of ownership also,
Oh.
a sense of belonging. Yeah.
Sense of belonging in Singapore?
In Singapore, yeah.
Okay.
Wanni is not a citizen, but after 16 years here, she's built a home and a loyal following online. How did she do it?
Let me show you my house.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see it.
Welcome to my house.
Wow, such a beautiful space and your bicycle.
Yeah.
So how long have you been living in this space?
Almost 6 years already. So this is my study room. We have 2 tables in the room. So this side is for my husband, and the other side is my desk. So
Okay.
I will place my camera at this angle. I will edit my videos and doing my vlog here. So currently, I'm editing a cycling trip in Cambodia.
Can I be a bit nosy and see your first few videos?
Okay, let me show you. I started during COVID time actually. So that time, everything closed down, right? Then we cannot go anywhere. Then I watched a lot of YouTube content. I thought like, quite interesting. I also wanted to do my own video. My first few videos are actually not the talking video because at first I was too shy to speak in front of the camera. Then I tried to do some vlogging, so I started to do GrabFood delivery because I found it quite interesting for me.
我是上个礼拜才开始做 Grab delivery，那到今天应该已经有1个多礼拜了。
During COVID time, right, delivery is a very hot topic, and I was also curious how they work, how the riders work every day.
Yeah.
So the first video I made about GrabFood delivery is how much I earn a day as a delivery rider.
今天的第一单4块9，我现在要过去。这间点心店873，没错，这是我的单。
And then this video went viral.
515K views.
Yeah. I not only upload my video on YouTube, but also on China video platform, like for example Bilibili. But my videos are performed so well in China platform. I did try to make some travel content in Singapore, but I think because I live here, my point of view is quite different. I cannot make like a travel content.
Yeah, because you're not a tourist.
I'm not a tourist, so this kind of content are more catered to like local audience.
So it means like you primarily speak Mandarin.
All my contents are in Mandarin.
I encourage you to do more English content. This is an entire TV show in English and you're doing so well.
Yeah,
So what is stopping you from creating English content?
I think it's the fear to speak English in front of the public. When I speak Mandarin, I'm the real me. I can make joke, I can make fun, but if I speak English, it's another personality.
Yeah, I think I'm the opposite of you.
Yeah.
Just that when I speak in Mandarin, obviously, my vocabulary is limited and the ways of expression are limited. I have less references, but I just go for it. How did you learn English?
I can show you how I learn my English later. So when I first came to Singapore, I know nothing about English.
So zero, nothing.
Zero, nothing. My English level is only like ABCD and very simple words. So back then in secondary school, I had an English tuition, and this is something I will study and do it as a practice to improve my English.
The 10-year series, right?
Yeah.
After doing so many past year papers and this, did it improve your English?
I think it only improved my exam
Exam techniques.
Because I know how to read, I know how to write, but I cannot speak. So it was really a hard time for me. So I tried very hard to, like for example, talking to my classmates, but I just cannot. I was so nervous. I don't dare to talk to them. People will laugh at my accent also, because I cannot pronounce some words clearly. So like my classmates, they will laugh at me.
But now no more, right?
No more. But that time, I had a small group of friends. They are also from China. So I just mingle around with them in school.
Have you ever thought of just giving up and just going back to China?
I never thought about that because my parents spend so much effort to send me here. They even sold the house to send me here, to pay the expenses here.
After speaking Wanni, I realized that English was a very tough language for her. It was a very steep learning curve. She was failing English all the way until O-levels. O-levels was when she passed English language for the first time. So when her parents signed her up to study in Singapore, I wonder if they really knew what they were setting her up for.
Hello， 老爸。
Hello， Uncle 你好，我是达。所以呢，今天我们打电话给你的目的就是，我们想问你，为什么你打算让你的女儿来新加坡读书？
一个新加坡教育事业比较好，他的文凭有没有都在那个国际上有没有都受到那个承认的。毕业以后有没有他的就业那个机会比较多啦。
对，就是老爸，你有没有担心，比如说我欧水准没考好，然后要不得不回去中国那个，有没有？
你出去的时候，我当时也 我们也都找好后路了，就是说真的是，假如说没考好有没有回来好，就是说起码说在英文这块有没有可能会比我们当地的孩子有没有更熟练啊。所以说起码说我们就是说假如在我们国内有没有就去招练小学生啊什么这个英语补课这块有没有生存之路就是啊。
你需要大概花多少钱，或者准备一笔钱？那笔钱应该是多少？
大概就50-60万这样子吧。
这笔钱是不是大多数的中国人都可以承担呢？
那不一定。那时候2007年那时候，当然还不是很好过。
刚开始打算把你的女儿送来新加坡的时候，你跟她分享这件事的时候，她觉得如何呢？她有什么反应吗？
她自己想得详细。
是我不知道新加坡是一个什么样的地方，但是比如说你问我你要不要去一个地方读书生活，就当然就很开心，因为
去外国
对，其实我就是一直都生活在我的家乡那边，就没有去过其他地方。新加坡是第一个跨出这个我生活的这个圈子，去到另外一个地方。
Wanni came to Singapore in 2008. She was only 15.
This was my first house when I first came to Singapore, around this area. I lived there for around a month with my mom.
Why was your mom here with you?
She was here to accompany me for government exam before I applied for the school here. We will live in a common room. We lived there for half month, I think. Then we moved to a storeroom. Common room is around 500. Then the storeroom is like 250. Because the storeroom, it was very, very small. Then literally, it's just a mattress. I don't even have like enough space to put my stuff. So we have to put our luggage outside at the living room. And then on the door, there was a small hole, like a cut hole. Then there was a curtain to close for privacy.
And the hole was for ventilation.
For ventilation.
But do you understand at that point in time why your mom made the decision to downsize the room?
Yes, I kind of understand because at that time, my mom had to use all the savings from China. My mom wanted to save wherever possible.
So did your mother also try to save money by cooking?
Actually, no, because the rental, it didn't include the cooking. So we had to eat out every day.
So can you show me what you like to eat at the time?
Sure, let's go. 2个烧鸡套餐。是的。When I first came to Singapore, I always eat chicken rice because I feel like this is the easiest option for me to choose in the hawker center.
Yes, because I think like it's a no-brainer and it's also available everywhere. So, how many times have you moved houses throughout your time in Singapore?
I think around 10 times. 10 to 11 times. Some houses I lived there for 1 to 2 years, but some was only a short transit, like because the contract ends here.
Wow, you must be a moving expert.
So at one time I have to fit everything into 2 luggages. So I have to fit my books, my clothes, everything inside 2 luggages.
Wow.
I had to share with me and my mom and the other 2 persons. So usually was around like 4 people in the room.
So how do you feel when you have to share the room with so many strangers?
At first it was quite awkward. Like back in China, I live in my own house. I don't have to share with strangers. The other 2 people, they were like work permit holder, and our routine are different. Sometimes they will have night shifts. In the daytime, I cannot like make a lot of noise because they need to sleep. Yeah.
At any point do you feel like regretting coming to Singapore?
To be honest, my secondary school time, I didn't think about continue my living here in Singapore after my secondary school because at that time I was so struggle with my learning, my school life and everything here. But after I went to Poly, I make friends with the locals and then I kind of get used to the life here. Then I started to think, oh, maybe I will just like stay here after my education.
When you first came to Singapore, you were mainly eating chicken rice. Has that changed?
After Polytechnic, I start to love all the local foods.
What kind of local food do you like?
I love spicy food.
Really?
Yeah.
So that means you must love Indian food.
I only tried prata and curry before.
There is more to Indian food than prata and curry. But okay, let me take you out to eat good Indian food.
You know what? I think it's a good time to do a vlog on this.
Fantastic. Do you want to do it in English or Mandarin?
We can do it in English. Yeah, we can try.
Alright, fantastic. Okay, let me think of a restaurant that is good.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to do something different today. As you can see, I'm speaking English. So today I'm going to do an English vlog with Das,
Hello, hi.
yeah, and my husband. And we are going to eat Indian food today. Das will teach me how to eat Indian food with ham.
Yes. Okay, take a seat.
Okay, let me put my camera here.
Okay.
I don't know how to differentiate.
Alright, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to order. I'm not going to really give you all a choice because it's my opportunity for me to introduce what I usually eat in an Indian restaurant. So we're going to order chicken masala, we're going to order the Mysore mutton, we'll order dal, and we'll order biryani for 3 of us. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, everybody eat. Okay, so your hand must be here in the tip of your hand.
Like 3 fingers.
Yes, and then you scoop a bit of rice.
I scoop a bit of rice.
Okay. Then when you're approaching your mouth, you use your thumb and push it into your mouth. Okay.
I see how you do it. Oh. It tastes good.
Very
This is
good.
mutton, right?
Yes, mutton. It's good. You all must
It's
eat
very
more.
good. It's very good.
Thank you. I'm so happy. You know, I was a bit nervous when I was ordering just now. I was like, what if they all hate it? This is the first time I'm actually teaching someone how to use hands and eat.
Oh, really?
So a lot of my friends, like I tell them how to use hands and eat, then they say, never mind, I'll just use fork and spoon. Too many steps.
So no one want to try.
No one to try.
Even your Singaporean friends.
Yes,
your-
people just take an easier one.
But I think he's doing good.
He's doing so much better than you. I was so happy to share my Indian culture with Wanni today, and she also seemed super enthusiastic about it. I can't help but wonder why she hasn't tried Indian food despite being in Singapore for such a long time, because she never had anyone to experience it with. I realized that the onus should not just be on our migrant counterparts to take the first step. Us Singaporeans can make an effort to engage with them and show them our culture.